And there we go. We are now
Uh-oh.
live.
Crap, hide the stuff.
That's right. 0 people who are watching us.
Right.
And it would be weird if someone wasn't an unlisted event.
There's one of I think it's one of William's kids watches.
There was a time some of them would clue into some of the games.
I remember when we had an audience for Pandora's Fear.
Yeah.
I remember you
On
guys
a
talking that might shock the audience that one time I spacing our first victim.
Oh yes.
Yes.
That exciting time that we threw a key NPC at an airlock in low Earth orbit. Like, oh, we'll just rewrite the ending of all this stuff because that's all not going to happen now.
I had a plot line there, but oh well.
Like, yeah, those are plot points. Oh, those are done now. Thank you.
Yep.
So, when we played last, the collection of Dirk and Jace and Malcolm met Max Powers, the bouncer at a nightclub that they had been summoned to by unknown means. Well, I say unknown means, but somehow something possessed the waitress at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles there and delivered an ominous warning.
Usually don't get those at those kind of places.
Usually not. Usually they're a bit safe, but it seems like you guys bring a lot of trouble to the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. You guys are gonna get on the banned list if you're not careful.
It rarely happens, at least before last call.
Rarely. But, so there was an investigation. We met one of Dirk's ex-partners. Ultimately, we found that the nightclub owner had made a deal with a demon of some sort because uh, the nightclub owner was in serious debt, as were so many of his predecessors. This whole building seemed to be kind of cursed, luring people in with dreams of riches and then doing terrible things to them. In exchange for the money he needed to get out of debt, he apparently agreed to let this demon burn down his club, killing an untold number of people so that the demon could collect their souls for reasons unknown. Oddly enough, we didn't interrogate the demon much. We mostly just kicked his ass in the kitchen, and then Malcolm used a banishment spell to send him from this plane. That is the last time in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm. This is me in a nutshell.
So,
Was there a reason why I wasn't there? Any particular reason, or just I just happened to just not be? Didn't need a will man, so I wasn't involved.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we didn't have any reason for you being captured or anything like that. You were just you were otherwise indisposed, as sometimes happens.
Sure.
Sometimes things happen. So we didn't have any plot reasons or anything like that for you to be gone
Okay.
or anything like that. Just
Nothing
keeping it
I
a
have to
bit
worry
loose and
about.
whatnot. No, you don't have to worry about anything like that. It's, you'd be whatever mundane reason Jace does with his personal life and whatnot. Just something that happened. Dirk was watching Malcolm, so he was in reasonably good hands. Although both Dirk and Malcolm took great pains to tell everyone that Malcolm was not his partner.
Mm.
Everyone around, sometimes just declaring it to no one in particular, just to make sure that the Fates knew that Malcolm was not his partner.
See.
All right, so I believe we're going to start with you, Jace. The way that
Okay.
we do.
All
So,
right.
Jace, the wheelman. You awaken to the sound of knocking. But like like something knocking on glass.
Am I in my home or am I in my car?
Well, as you kind of come to, you find that you are in the driver's seat of your car. Appears to be dawn. Sun is kind of coming up on the horizon. As you kind of groggily come to, you find that the knocking happens again and appears to be the result of nightstick tapping on the driver's side window of your car.
And I'm just going to make the big giant leap here that I don't remember why I'm here. At least not at the moment.
You're a little disoriented,
Okay.
but you take a moment to collect yourself, or not. You just roll out of the car with a guy knocking the window. What do you do? What do you do here first?
Is it a cop?
Yeah, it looks like
Okay.
it's a uniformed. It's an LAPD uniformed officer who got his nightstick out. It's just kind of like,
I will roll the windows down because it's the 90s.
that's the 80s.
80s. That's okay. That's right.
1985.
Okay. So there are no power windows.
I think there
There were.
were power windows. You had to buy them as option packages and whatnot. They certainly weren't
On the
standard,
car.
but
What kind of car do you
yeah.
have?
I have a Pontiac Firebird. I probably would. I'd probably have it all tricked out. So
Yeah, if you went tricked out, I mean, you could have power windows. I'm fine with it.
okay.
Like, no, you don't make a money roll. You don't have enough money for that. No, if you want power windows, you have power windows, or you can crank them down, whatever you want to do with your
My
car.
car is my life. Okay. I will. Yeah. Roll the window down.
It's loud because it's 1985. They haven't invented quiet windows yet. So, officer leans in. Name badge, of course, it's got the badge. The name tag says some Nelson on it. He's like, hey, buddy, no sleeping in the park.
Take a moment to kind of gather my bearings.
You're
Yeah.
in a very nice park. Looks like there's some got some kind of rolling hills, some playground equipment and whatnot there. Particularly, it looks like you're in a part where biking or that reasonably new fad of skateboarding might occur.
Sorry about that, officer. I must have dozed off. Well,
Really, Taylor's kind of looking around your car, looking for looking for open bottles or something like that.
I will move along.
Thank you. Just remember, the park closes at park closes at 11 and opens at 7. And let you off the warning this time.
Appreciate it. And start trying to remember why the hell I'm here.
Well,
As I start the car.
You start the car, and as you start to tie pieces together, you remember that Malcolm was with you, and it seems like you were here because of something with this new skate park that they've built that you seem to be kind of parked near.
And Malcolm was with me.
Malcolm was with you.
This is not good. He is no longer with me. I look around quick to see if I see like his bag of equipment and stuff like that. Anything?
You don't see a bag of equipment. You don't you don't see any trace that would be him, like a note or anything like that. Oddly enough, you find two things of note that you don't recall having. One, someone has, you don't know if it's painted or drawn or something, some kind of symbol that you don't currently recognize on the passenger seat of your car.
Oh, hell no.
Kind of it's a circle, and it's got kind of it's a circle, and it's got kind of an open-ended triangle in it with this kind of weird squiggly line going through the middle of it. I imagine you have leather seats. It looks like it's almost been
on
etched
the leather.
almost like it's been etched into the leather of the seats of your car. Sitting in the middle of it is a Rubik's Cube.
A Rubik's Cube.
Yes.
There's a string of cursing. I turned the car back off. I'm going to at least make the attempt to. Well, he gave me hours of the park, so I'm assuming the park is closed currently.
Park is closed, and he's still kind of there, right? Kind
Okay.
of watching. You thought you were going to leave, and now he's kind of. You turned the car off, and he's kind of stopped and turned back around, looking at you.
Okay. If it's closed, I'm not going to be able to get up and walk around. Okay.
No, honestly, officer, it was fine. I was here at night with a 14-year-old boy.
I can't even explain the story. Yeah. I will have to call Dirk from Holding. Can you bail me out?
No.
Okay, and this is mid '80s, so we don't have really cell phones aren't common enough. Okay.
But car phones.
Oh wait, did I have a car phone? Can't remember. I didn't write it down.
I don't know. Why would you have a car phone?
Huh.
If you want a car phone, you can have a car phone. I'm fine with that.
I will.
Motorola brick.
And like I said, I mean, actual cell phones are a bit rare, but car phones.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got money and whatnot, you can have a car phone.
It would be handy for our stuff.
So you're such a car for life.
Yeah, Jace probably keeps all the latest stuff in his car. So yeah, he probably does. I will restart the car, drive out of the park, and give a call to. I'd probably call Jared.
All right.
Me and him are watching Malcolm.
It is 6 a.m. or a little bit thereafter. Is Jared even at his house? Do you sleep in? What do you do? Bob, still with us?
I'm sorry, Jared.
Yeah, that's yours.
I forgot my name.
Well, it has been quite some time since you've been here.
All right, so
calling Jared about a 14-year-old boy.
who's Jace? You said Jace is at my house? Or?
Jason
I'm
is
giving
calling
you a
your
call.
house. Will's calling your house. It's a little after
Sorry.
6 a.m.
Hey.
Sorry to wake you up.
Oh, you didn't wake me up. I was up meditating.
All right, that's what they call it. I was at the park last night with Malcolm to investigate something with this new skateboard park thing, whatever the kids are doing nowadays. And I just woke up in my car. No Malcolm, no equipment, and some kind of weird symbol etched into my passenger seat. Whoever did it screwed up my leather. But Malcolm's gone, and then all that's left is the symbol and Rubik's Cube. I think that's what this is.
There's a Rubik's Cube sitting in your seat?
Yeah.
Is it solved?
GM? Solved or no? Is it solved?
Nope.
Okay.
It is not
no,
solved.
It's not solved. But Malcolm's gone. And this symbol looks more like your kind of thing.
My kind of thing.
If I remember right, you're like the magic guy, right?
No, I'm
Mystic.
psychic.
You're psychic. Okay. All right. Well, still, it looks like your kind of thing.
Magic is fake. Psychic is real.
Well, you read up on all that stuff. I don't know. Whatever.
All right.
I'm heading over to your place as we speak.
All right.
I don't know if we need to get involved in this, but got to figure out where Malcolm would disappear to.
You lost the kid?
That's what I'm trying to say.
What?
I was with him when I was awake. I fell asleep. Don't remember falling asleep in my car. I don't do that.
What's his grandma going to say to me?
Why did you lose my kid? I don't know. I have no. I don't know how this happened. I don't remember him leaving. I don't remember trying to take a nap in my car. And I'm sure as hell would have remembered someone coming into my car and scratching up my seats.
No, bring it over. Let's take a look.
All right, be there in about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And I hang up quickly because these bills are expensive per minute. And I probably go a little bit faster.
Driving faster. All right. So you are driving over there, and We will smash cut to Dirk Hardpeck.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun-dun-dun. So, Dirk, early riser, sleeping late. What is the Dirk Hardpeck lifestyle?
Dirk Hardpeck wakes up, kind of cowers when he sees the sun, and he walks over to his. He looks at all the pictures of all his dead partners, and
God.
3 hours later, he begins his day.
and a funny thing, I think we said it was a small apartment.
It's like a studio. Didn't it have like the hallways just lined with pictures of the fall or something like that? I think we established.
Yeah. So he gets up, makes himself some breakfast, and has some beer with his breakfast. looks through his mail. Bill, summons, Bill.
Of course, some of them say like final notice, of course, in big red letters and whatnot, because that's what we do here.
Yeah. Remember, we don't have to be on your site to cut off your power.
Because you won't answer the phone. Interestingly enough, because it's 1985, the light on your answering machine is blinking.
I rewind the tape and start listening to my messages.
There is one message. The voice you haven't heard for a while. And of course, it's on tape. And who knows the quality of tape, but sworn that it sounds like, anyway, of course, one of your former partners, also the mother of Malcolm. And it's just her going, I asked you to protect him.
He looks very shocked, very confused. He has a flashback to him and his old partner, played by what's her
Pam
name?
Grier. Apparently is friends with one of the producers, and therefore we can get her to show up.
Kind of a montage, going to the local hot dog place in the police car. Thwarting robberies.
Hood jumping, of course.
Yeah.
DJ Hooker style.
That big chase through the no, not through the alleyway. It's Los Angeles, so it's always that viaduct.
Yes, of course. The Los Angeles River, we have to go there.
Yeah, we have to,
It's like a rule that if you shoot in Los Angeles, you have to go there for some reason.
Yeah. Okay, we'll have a car chase there.
Fine. Just have them drive through the water, of course, because it looks good on camera, whatever.
So, snaps back to reality. And he calls Chase.
So, Jace, as the GM takes a moment to apparently plug in his headset. All right. God, that's so loud when it talks in my ear. There's no way to turn down the volume inside the headset. So when it's like the battery is low, it screeches at me. Then when I plug it in, it also screeches at me. I don't understand why. All right. So, Jace, you have gotten off the phone with Jared. You are accelerating, and your phone rings.
And you're allowed to totally pick it up in the 80s.
Yeah.
Of course, we haven't invented rules against driving while on the phone yet.
It's the size of a satellite phone. What? Yeah, this is Jace.
Jace. It's Dark Card Pack here.
Yeah.
Is Malcolm with you?
Why are you asking me that?
Just concerned for him. Yeah, concerned for him.
Yeah.
Funny you should ask that. No, he is not. He was with me last night. He was not with me when I mysteriously woke up in my car parked in the parking lot.
What?
Yeah. I'm heading over to Jared's house. Why don't you meet me over there?
Okay. I hang up with Jace. I call Malcolm's grandma.
Answers the phone. Hello?
Played by Nichelle Nichols.
Of course.
Hi.
Hello?
Hi, it's Dirk. How you doing?
Dirk? Why are you calling me so early for?
I know. It's early for me too. Is Malcolm there?
No, I haven't seen Malcolm in a while. I don't think you came home last night. And then we go down and you set the phone down. Of course, doesn't have a cordless phone. Some rustling around and feel like a knocking at the door. Just kind of a muffled, "No, you're there." Comes back like, "No, as a matter of fact, he didn't come home last night. Yeah, he's always out late, all hours and whatnot, doing what he does." And I didn't think anything of it, but
Oh, he's probably with Jace. I'll talk to you later.
oh, okay.
Gets dressed, mutters to himself, "I'm getting too old for this shit. I'm 7 days from retirement." He hops in his car, which is a good 80s beater car.
I see you're a cop, so it's got to be like one of those kind of boxy K car reliant things, right? It's like this generic beige and just all right angles and stuff.
Food wrappers everywhere.
Of course.
Actual Pepsi bottles. Bottle.
It just tastes better in glass. What can I say?
And I head on over to. I gotta remember characters' names too. Head over to Jared's place.
All right. See. Is
I'm just inviting
Rachel, are you
everyone over to
playing, or
Jared.
I can't see.
Oh yeah, Rachel's here.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Sorry, I didn't see. I didn't want to make sure I was calling out a character that wasn't actually there. That's awkward. So Max, it is a little after 6 a.m. The phone rings at wherever you are. Where are you at just after 6 a.m.?
Probably at home. Right.
So your phone rings, and there's a lot of static on the line. It's very, very hard to understand what's going on. It's just like really there's a very bad connection back when that was a thing.
I don't know who this is, but this is a really shitty connection. I'm sorry, I don't speak that.
So there's kind of a break in the static, and there's a voice. It's distant, kind of echoey, like almost like someone is kind of far away from the phone. Sounds a bit familiar. With all the reverb, it's hard to tell, but it might be that Monster Hunter kid who was at the club a couple weeks ago, trying to helping stop the owner from setting fire to the damn place. And so it's better. It's still breaking up. You make out help and an address before the line goes dead.
She's looking at the phone going, what the fuck? All right. Now who the hell am I supposed to call?
Well, I think it's logical to assume that you may have Dirk's phone number at the very least.
Oh, Dirk.
Oh yeah, I would have a car phone. I'm a cop.
Well, we're gonna rewind time. You're about to head down to your beater car when your phone starts to ring.
All right, Beck, how can I help you?
Hey, Porn Stash, I just got a really weird call.
And you are?
Max, bouncer, club that caught on fire. Thank you very much.
Oh, yes, Max.
I think being a cop, you would remember these things, but no.
Hey, I'm 7 days in retirement.
Yeah, I don't care. I just got a weird call from that kid.
What?
Yeah, it was really odd. I couldn't understand anything he was saying, and then it cleared up a little bit, and he said his help, and then he gave me this address, and she rattles off the address.
You recognize the address there, Dirk. It is Jared's address.
I'm on my way to that address. You should meet us there.
Ooh, scary. All right. Fine, I'll get dressed. Jesus Christ, my day off and I can't even do that. Soccer hooligans outside?
Yeah.
Here we go. Smokes her cigarette, drinks her coffee, pulls her clothes on, and goes.
Very 80s start there. The 80s, where you can still smoke in films and not be the villain. So, we will advance time and smash cut to Jared's house. It's been about a half hour since the first phone call. And Jace, you are the first to arrive.
Ladies, keep your centers while I go and talk to the individual who's come to the house.
Of course, you have a home yoga class.
Well, it's a whole meditation class, and it's all housewives in sweatsuits, right? And they've got like crystals in their hands, and they're in trance.
I'd probably pull up in the driveway and honk.
Tell me you've got a custom horn.
I do. Wait,
Plays in the Gata de Vida.
Also, it's the end of Manhunter.
Crap. I
I don't know what it would play. I don't know.
We'll come back to it. But
Yeah, I'll think
the
about that.
signature honk of Jace
Yeah.
echoes through the neighborhood.
Go to the front door. I'm wearing like those little 1980s short shorts, with no shirt, and my open like kimono style robe.
Ah, I'm cosplaying a shirtless John Stockton.
Open the door. Come on up.
You need to check this out.
Check. Oh yeah.
I'm
Hang
walking
on, let me
around.
put on my. I look around. I put on a pair of pink fuzzy slippers and walk out.
As you are walking off the beige boxy 80s standard issue police unmarked police cruiser, Dirk Hardtack pulls up.
I don't believe I've had the privilege.
Dirk, you guys have not met.
Dirk Harpeck, LAPD.
Very necessary.
You had me at the title.
It's that, except without the shirt.
No, we have decency laws in this county.
Obviously, you've never been down Santa Monica Boulevard.
He thinks,
How?
I think I lost my third partner in Santa Monica Boulevard. Cross-dressing prostitute had a machine gun.
Oh, I look forward to exploring that later.
All right. I go out and look at this thing carved into the seat.
And as I've been driving, I've probably been obsessing about this carving because my car's torn up. Is it like someone took a knife or like cut into the leather, or they just scratched it in?
You know, it's weird. It doesn't look like it was. I mean, it looks like it was carved. It doesn't look like it was scratched. But you don't see anything like where they would start and stop or any kind of hesitation. It's like almost it was done in one very smooth, even stroke.
Okay.
I'm going to need my equipment.
You see this? You know how much these seats cost?
No.
They're not cheap. I get this leather from Italy.
That's nice.
The Italians would let you put their leather into this hunk of GM material.
Yeah, get your equipment.
Oh, whatever. Sorry. I got this weird contraption on my face. Like flipping. Hey, it looks like one of those eyeglasses things at the doctors where they can flip them.
Better?
And a big black light on my head.
And as Jared uncorks his steampunk cosplay, what does Max drive there?
The Trans Am. And, oh, Max. Yeah.
What do you drive, Max?
Sorry.
Hmm.
A 280 ZX.
You go.
Nice Corvette.
Bitchin' Camaro. Bitchin' Camaro.
A Corvette pulls up, and Max Powers has arrived.
I have the car because I have not met Max.
No, you're not. Max, you arrive. You recognize Porn Stash there, of course. Is who's gonna miss him?
I'm gonna have nicknames for everybody.
Hey.
There's another guy, and what does Jay swear again? What's his look?
What's that?
He's
Oh.
always in like very nice suit.
There's a man in a very nice suit who
Jason Strayton from Trainsporter, basically. Kind of that
seems
look.
to be hanging out near the Trans Am, and coming out of the house is a gentleman who's got quite the contraption on his head.
And still wearing the Richard Simmons shorts.
Richard
And,
Simmons shorts.
Richard
Pink
Simmons shorts,
slippers.
a robe, and pink fuzzy slippers, and not much else.
Wow. What the hell did I walk into?
I turn on the black light and lean into the car. God, what have you been doing in here?
Personal time, okay?
Got personal time?
No, you wouldn't say that.
Obviously,
No.
there's no
It's
companionship
a backseat.
involved.
No, only companionship.
Oh. All right. Too early. Too early for hammer time.
No, that's still which song is it
That's-
based off of?
Oh, hammer time would be Super Freak.
There
Yes.
you go. Super. You can roll out some Super Freak there.
All right. I look at this thing on the seat.
All right, let's do some mechanics.
To find some dice.
Yep, gonna need
Nice.
some 2d6.
God damn it. I found my Star Wars dice.
I rolled
You're a week. You're a week early on that one.
There we go. Oh, what am I rolling? Sorry.
You're gonna roll 2d6 plus brains. Brains.
Dang, it's a zombie.
11.
All right, look at you getting our first success of the day, and there's no strings attached. All right, so you examine this with your equipment and with your abilities, and as you kind of flip through the various spectrums on your headgear, you find one that finally reveals something. There's the mark on the seat kind of glows faintly with the residual energy that you have learned through your studies is more for a ritual of displacement, of kind of transporting one thing to another plane or realm or something like that. Not quite the banishment spell that Malcolm used on the demon at the club, but something kind of along those lines. So there's a bit of kind of residual energy there, indicating that something happened here in Malcolm's, Jason's front seat. However, the Rubik's Cube in the same spectrum essentially lights up like a candle. It glows brightly with this displacement energy, indicating to you that this Rubik's Cube, of course, is not what it seems to be. That
I better solve that Rubik's Cube. Or maybe it'll suck me into an ether. Oh. Well, he's been displaced into the ether by some sort of displacement ritual.
So you're saying he's displaced?
Brilliant deduction there, Sherlock.
So, for you, Jace, that kind of jars loose some memories from your kind of jumbled, from your jumbled mind. Malcolm had grown concerned. He'd felt like a disturbance almost, and put it that way. It's 85. We have Star Wars. A disturbance in the Force, to use some rather popular slang of the time there. That someone was messing with them, with energies that they should not, and he'd done something that he does. You don't really understand when he starts breaking out the book and starts talking in mumbo jumbo and whatnot. And it pointed you in the direction of the skate park. And you were there. I'm pretty certain you were there to check it out after hours when no one was around. Kind of the last bit that you've been able to pull out of your head there.
That sounds about like normal. Well, now that you mention that, that reminds me that we were headed to the park to check out something. Some kind of, I don't know, magic thing. Last night. And I guess something went wrong.
What's the last thing you remember?
Arriving at the park. That fair enough, Bryce?
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of what you've got right now. Although it's still kind of a fog. It's just kind of one of those things like, yeah. If you were, if you'd been drinking, you'd say, were hungover and kind of blacked out, got the blackout drunk. But
And it was night. And that's it. Next thing I know, cops knocking on my window in the morning.
Hmm.
And before you ask, no, I was not drinking.
Okay.
Were you smoking something?
No.
Were you in a dark park with an underage boy in your car with you?
It was Malcolm, Jared.
Yeah. Shutting up now. Anyway.
Thank you. This isn't helping. And we have no clue where he is.
He's in the ether.
And he got swapped with a Rubik's Cube.
I don't know if he got swapped with the Rubik's Cube or... Yeah.
This is just like him, do something like this.
I'm pretty sure he didn't do it to himself.
This is Malcolm we're talking about.
Yeah.
Probably pissed someone off or something.
I don't know. He managed to set the club I worked at on fire a couple weeks ago. So.
See, he does that kind of thing. And no offense, don't take this the wrong way, but why are you here? I called him. I mean,
Fuzzy Face here invited me.
I'll tell him what you got. What happened to you?
And I got a phone call from the kid. He said help and then gave me this address.
Wait, you got a call from Malcolm?
Yep.
When?
This morning. Fucking 6 a.m.
I look over to Jared. So can people make phone calls from the ether?
Well, in theory, you can manipulate the electromagnetic fields to generate something like a phone call.
You're just making this crap up.
No, there was a lot of static, so he...
See, electromagnetics makes static. She knows what I'm not talking about.
Thanks, Chicklets.
Okay, so he called from Jared's house,
Beyond. No, I like to say beyond.
but he gave your address. So the
What's
Beyond's
he doing? Maybe he wanted her. I don't know. That's weird.
what do you got in your place?
The
That would
collection of
attract
middle-aged
young
women.
Something that would attract young boys.
Wow, this is getting real personal here.
Someone tore up my car. It's personal.
Oh, all
I'm in between you two.
right. I'm gonna solve the Rubik's cube.
Roll plus brains.
Roll for Rubik's Cube.
13.
All right, so standing there, it looks effortless. And as someone who's been constantly thwarted by Rubik's cubes, it always annoys me when someone effortlessly solves one.
There's only
So yeah, it looks effortless there, standing there in his short shorts and ridiculous robe with goofy headgear.
We're all standing in his driveway waiting.
my neighbors used to do it. Ethel, the neighbor's out in the yard in his underwear again. Just get away from the door.
They're just happy
Stop
actually.
looking at him.
They're happy he actually put shorts on this time.
Instead of underwear?
So yes, you effortlessly solve this Rubik's cube, and for a moment, it just sits there and looks like a Rubik's cube, except now it's solved. Then it kind of shakes a bit, and there's some weird, eerie, kind of electric blue light that kind of starts to creep out from around the various squares of the Rubik's cube. It levitates off your hand unless you grab it and try and stop it from doing so. There, Jared. And then almost just kind of remakes itself and transforms from a Rubik's cube into, it's still the same size, so it's size of a Rubik's cube, but it is no longer a Rubik's cube. It has transformed itself into a metallic cube. Looks like it is made of gold and silver. It has a number of runes carved around. It's like a silver cube with gold inlays, kind of creating these kind of elaborate designs that look a lot like what's been etched into the seat of your car. And kind of going around them, snaking around, or all of these various runes. They're just immaculately engraved into this thing.
Oh, that's odd.
And with that 13 and your experience, you would recognize this thing as an imprisonment cube used to hold mythical beasts and other powerful entities.
And annoying teenage boys, evidently.
Yes, in the time of old.
So how do you release something from it?
Yeah. That's that's on the hard side, from the outside looking in there. Of course, it's designed to both keep things in and from people breaking things out. The easiest way is to cast the enchantment to put whatever's in there. Trying other methods could work, or there could be consequences both to the person inside, thing inside. Who knows?
Can I feel any sort of psychic fingerprints on whoever did this?
Give me another roll. Let's do a wits roll this time. It's the same stat, but a little different thing there.
11.
Wow.
You guys are on fire.
Wow.
So yeah, you find you get two competing impressions. One is very clearly Malcolm. He is worried. He is, of course, scared, and is alive.
Nope, he's alive. That's good.
For now, anyway. But he's definitely worried. He's definitely scared, and you get the sense that he's not entirely certain where he is, nor does he know how to get back from where he is. The other impression that you get is more kind of an image. It's of a park at night. There are some figures. They appear to be teenagers of some sort. They are kneeling in the center of what appears to be some kind of skateboard park. And they are chanting. You got like 8 of them kind of arrayed in a circle around the center of this park.
I think I know what's going on, guys.
Do tell.
I think there's a group of teenagers who are probably wrapped up in that Dungeons and Dragons thing.
We did that. That was the episode that Andrea played. That they'd gotten a hold of an actual relic and brought a demon that was possessing kids and stuff there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so you were at the right place, evidently. I'm not sure why they trapped the kid and not you, though.
He's the monster hunter, I guess.
I would trap both of you if I was gonna take the time to do that.
Huh, maybe it's a one-time deal.
Maybe you seemed harmless.
Do you know where that cube came from?
It's old, or it's kind of an ancient representation, really. If they break the seal,
No. You know where the cube came from and how it got in your car.
I don't. It was there in the morning.
Well, Why don't you give me a roll there?
Now he's remembering things.
Oh, great.
It's gonna be a wits roll.
Wits. Okay. That's a little better.
I went to Toys R Us.
12.
Damn, everyone's dice is on fire.
Well, that just means when I get driving, I'll butts it up.
You'll run over all the pedestrians. I'm
Right?
okay with that. We have sidewalks to drive on them.
Right.
So yeah, this is it's worth memories of to kind of flood back with that 12. You really kind of buckle down and we were there at the park. It was night. Nothing was happening. And then all of a sudden, you guys saw some people kind of heading for the skateboard area. So Malcolm wanted to get a closer look. So you went with him, of course, because I felt like I go wandering around the park at night. Sure enough, there were 8 teenagers. They all don't yawn.
That's about right time frame.
That.
To be
There you
honest.
go. There were 8 teenagers. They all had skateboards and backpacks, and they were there in the middle of these of this like in the middle of a half pipe, essentially, and one of them brought out a rather old-looking book. Looked a lot like Malcolm's book, actually. Because remember, Malcolm's got this big reference book that was handed down by his mentor.
Mm-hmm.
A lot like it. That really concerned the hell out of Malcolm. And this kid looked like he was, directing traffic almost. Couldn't hear what he was saying from your vantage point. Stood kind of in the center, kind of positioning people and whatnot. Moved to the top of the circle. Did something that looked a lot like what Malcolm does when he casts something. There was one of those things like 80s. Whenever there's something occult, like the clouds gather and whatnot, because that's what we have to do. That's how you signify that bad things are happening.
Mm-hmm.
There was a bolt of lightning that struck in the center. Then after that, even with that thing, it gets a bit fuzzy. But suddenly, everyone in the circle looked in your direction at the same time and came for you. You guys, made it back to the car. However, it wouldn't start for some reason, because that's what happens in these 80s movies.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one
Unreliable.
with the book now has this kind of weird, almost like an actor effect kind of aura around him with the book, as Malcolm frantically tried to find something in his own book. Sadly, whoever this person is cast it first, and the cube kind of materialized on your dashboard. You were frozen in place, and as you lost consciousness, your last image is Malcolm kind of looking your way, kind of pleadingly, as he was zapped into the cube.
So I start off with when Dirk asked me that. I said, no, I don't remember. Wait. At the montage scene.
Oh, so that's what happened.
And then, yeah, a relay.
That was
What's going
quite a
on?
flashback you had there.
It happens at times.
So we need to.
Find those kids.
Hmm.
Think they'll
Someone's
be at
gotta-
the park still?
It's pretty early. They probably not, but it wouldn't hurt to check. Maybe we'll find something that clues us in.
If you go down to the
Where's it
station,
located?
you have a special file open on those skateboarders.
Skateboard punk.
Don't they cause a lot of property damage, that kind of thing?
Yes.
All delinquents, you know that.
Yes. Yes. A lot of trespassing into empty pools.
I don't know if these kids learn nothing will happen out of that. It's not like you can make a profession out of this.
Yeah, this is going nowhere.
Come on, guys. Skateboarding isn't a crime.
Yes, it is.
It actually is.
Actually, almost everything in LA is illegal.
Right.
Yeah, kinda.
You know,
All right. Are you going to get dressed, Jared, before we go to the park? I'm not really asking.
Are you suggesting? All right, hang on.
You're not sitting in my car with that.
I'm
Get up.
clean.
he gets his parachute pants and his.
I get my. Now I always dress.
Or yoga pants or something. Parachute pants, yes.
I actually come out in a black and white Adidas sweatsuit with a big, thick gold chain around my neck.
Okay.
So that happened. All right.
All right.
So, who's all going well? Where?
We're all piling into the Camaro. Or
Corvette.
no, you can't pile in the Corvette because there's only 2 seats in the Corvette.
Exactly.
Well,
I guess we can
I'm
chase.
driving my car.
Wait a minute.
So-
I think there should be a race between the Corvette and the souped up Trans Am all the way to wherever we're going.
That's it's got some prospects.
someone come down the station with me to look at pictures of own skateboarders at the LAPD house. Pile on.
Yeah, there is that too. Is the LAPD, of course, I'm watching an eye on that. And who knows? Maybe that might jar something there for you, Jace.
I'm sorry, say again?
Well, Dirk wants to go down to the LAPD and look at their files on the skateboarders. And since you saw them, and who knows, you might be able to pick them out of their mug book there.
Valid point. Okay. Guess we'll have to do the face off later.
All right.
Well, why don't you go down and investigate the skate park?
Well, I saw the kids, so I should probably look at some of the photos.
Oh yeah, but Jared should go down to the skate park.
Jared, yeah.
Get any of his psychic.
Well, why don't you two go to the station? I'll take Kreskin over to the skate park.
That's the amazing Kreskin. Thank you.
I don't know anything about amazing, but no.
I could just skate to the park
In the future,
like that. Oh, Screwed up the link.
Link fail.
Link fail.
Uh-oh.
Do not pull out roller skates.
Look at that link. That's me going to the skate park.
When will I learn?
When will I learn?
Why is that picture even there? I don't understand.
I don't know. I looked up skateboarding is not a crime, and that came up.
William, can you give me those eye drops you've been using?
I know. I'm going to switch to the sulfuric acid ones.
I am confused by his choice of safety gear. I just want to say that. He's got gloves.
Right.
He's got shoes. He's got a helmet.
Got to protect them hands.
That close. I didn't even notice that he was. I just saw a naked butt and thought it was fun.
Yeah, he's got a helmet. He's got gloves. He's got black socks on for some reason, like he's going to work or church or something like that. And he's got shoes. Of all of those things, there is one other very important object that I would probably want to have some protection on, because I gotta imagine getting road rash on
You
that.
never know. He may have some kind of bizarre apparatus up there.
I don't want to imagine that.
I want to know who the guy is behind him on the
Someone who's
ground board filming him
right
as
now.
he slides down the hill naked.
It's the guy holding his beer.
Check this out.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer. I'm going down this hill naked. What?
Okay, dude, I got to film this.
This is why we invented GoPros.
Because this is going on the internet. Yeah, I guess me and Dirk will go to the station.
All right. So
Jared and Max to the park.
So, all right. We split the party. I approve of this wholeheartedly.
It never ends badly.
So, which car are you guys taking down to the station? I'm just curious.
My Firebird.
No, my cop car.
And we're going in 2 cars then.
I can take your Firebird.
I don't ride as a passenger. And no, you're not driving my car.
Oh, come on. Okay.
That doesn't happen. No one sits behind the wheel, baby.
Okay, let's go. Keep it under 55.
Yeah, I can't go 55.
I can't drive 55.
Sure, I'll keep it below 55 in the neighborhoods.
Well, especially kind of have to, because they don't really move that fast.
Like in school zones or something, I guess I go 55.
Yeah, I'll slow down to 40.
So Dirk and Jace head for the precinct to look at the files on the skateboarders. Meanwhile, we will follow Jared and Max as they go to the skate park.
I love me a skate park.
Yeah, those
So,
young say no.
love that. So, you guys drive over to the park. By this point, the park is open. Despite the fact that it is still early in the day, there is activity here, including there are some kids making use of the park with the sounds of skateboards, people clapping for them and cheering them on and whatnot there.
Okay. Can I get any kind of reach out psychically and see if they feel like I could feel this person who, or any of the people from the night before?
Give me a wits roll. Let's see how reaching out goes.
9.
Finally, a costly success. All right, don't fix my car. So you are reaching out your mind, trying to see if any of these people here might be one of the people here. You get most of the people here are pretty boring people, more or less. Now they're just here going on about their day, trying to enjoy a late summer day here in the greater Los Angeles area. There is, however, one kid currently on the half pipe that you're getting more of an impression from. Doesn't feel like he was the ringleader of it all, but
he might know what happened.
He's clearly got some kind of different feel, a bit more energy to him than your standard human.
What do you think? It's that kid over there. Should we do something?
That's up to you. I just drove your ass here.
All right, I'll go over to where that kid's skating.
So of course you go walking over there and you kind of stand out a little bit. Getting that kind of the definite disapproving glare of someone looking at them looking at you as an outsider, narc, that kind of thing.
Hey boys, are you gleaming the cube?
Way to stick that ollie, right? You got some mad sick air on that. Do you have any
or die.
vapor?
I ignore him.
Well, one of them, who's not the person you're looking for, kind of steps into your path. So, so Max, did you go with Jared, or are you still hanging out by the car?
I'm sitting on a bench smoking a cigarette.
All right. So one of them gets in your way, Jared. It's kind of kicks a skateboard up and is holding it on holding it by its tip there in front of his leg. You lost?
No.
Just gonna watch him crash and burn.
I was like, well, you seem to not have wheels or anything here, so figure you must be lost. The walking path is over that way.
Dude.
I don't need a skateboard to skate.
Max
kind of laugh, and then a couple of his other friends are kind of wander over and say, "I don't know what you're on, man."
Well,
I
you're
think
gonna
you gotta
you're gonna
have
give me your
vehicles.
skateboard.
He was like, I'm gonna do what?
You're gonna give me your skateboard.
Let's see. You know, I like it without. These people aren't terribly much there. So after you say it again, and it kind of sinks in, it's kind of just kind of a little bit confused. Like it's kind of like, "Yo, guy, what are you doing?" As he kind of hands you his skateboard.
Put it down. Is 3 moves sufficient that I can probably skateboard without breaking my neck immediately?
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay. I put the skateboard down and skate off on his skateboard to the where the dude is.
Give me just a second here.
Okay.
I come on, Marge. The Simpsons is good for so many things. Billy Corgan.
Mm-hmm.
Trust no one.
Sorry about that. Andy was regaling me with it. She was supposed to be in Star Wars tonight. It's the first time they were going to play in like 6 weeks or something like that because they're kind of at the end of their epic long campaign. But they've of course been trying to get everyone because they didn't want someone to miss the end. You kind of need everyone there for the ending. And like all of their schedules got all sorts of jumbled and whatnot. And people canceling at the last minute and also just so finally they were going to play tonight and bring it to its epic conclusion. And then one of the players had to back out because of thunderstorms.
Oh.
Not even that they knocked out power, just as they were happening. Apparently, I don't even know.
Why would thunderstorms prevent you from?
I don't know. It's not even like that. Knocked out his power or screwed up his internet or something like that. But
Right.
somehow, thunderstorms at his place, and that was all there was to it.
You played through thunderstorms. You've kind of seen it out the window.
Right?
Yeah,
You play until the power goes out.
Exactly. It's like, okay, so you've got thunderstorms. Big deal.
That's noise.
Put a search vector on your stuff so if there's lightning, it doesn't fry your equipment and move on with your day.
Right.
Not that hard, but okay.
Get the feeling they're never going to get their epic conclusion.
Well, they're trying to find another date, so she may end up having to miss Star Wars next week if it happens next week, because at some point they actually have to end this damn thing. So it's to be determined when that's going to happen next.
Understandable.
Anyway, so yeah, as long as you're not trying to do any fancy tricks, 3 moves is enough to skateboard over there without breaking your neck.
Okay.
Or your toe.
So yeah, or your toe. Yes, toes are fine.
I have like 1 moves evidently because I drop things with my foot. It's always the same foot too. It's kind of annoying. Anyway,
well, as long as you're consistent, I understand.
other foot's perfectly healthy. This foot looks like somebody ran over it with a chainsaw.
Well, there's something to be said for that. So you skateboard over, and is at this point kind of watching some of the people. They seem to be doing something in the skateboard in the skateboard tricks. He seems to be enjoying it. He doesn't seem to pay much attention to you though, other than to kind of give you an odd look.
What's up, dude?
Cowabunga.
He kind of looks like, not much. Laundry day?
Hey, I changed. I'm in the Adidas sweatsuit now instead of my robe and or shorts.
Still kind of stand out though. He's like, yeah, okay.
Run DMC
I'm
called
not
them.
grandpa age, damn it.
To these kids, you are.
Kinda, yeah.
All right, fine. I was just wondering. Trade you the skateboard for some information. Decent deck, isn't it?
I was like, what are you talking about?
Information
Information about who are
about
you,
what
man?
went down last night here.
Got some mad air earlier. Is that what you're talking about?
No, last night.
His eyes kind of. Do you worship the Satan?
Did you pay a game a Ouija board last night?
You shouldn't do that. Here, read these tracks. They'll change your life. So, yeah, his eyes kind of get wide. And then the Dungeons and the Dragons. His eyes get kind of wide, and he is in the process of trying to bolt.
See, like,
you kind of see it was like it looks like he's getting ready to getting ready to run. So you got like a moment here to act before he takes off at a sprint.
oh, he's gonna take off at a sprint. Okay.
Max gets up and walks over.
Actually, I just psychically pick him up off the ground.
All right. Roll plus what? Roll plus
Just like half an inch off the ground, so he can't actually get any traction to run.
And Fred Flintstone.
roll plus wit. Do it.
7, 11.
Another success. All right. So Max, you're walking over there. You kind of walk past a tree. The first kid that Jared talked to. He seems to be arguing with his two friends over why he gave up his skateboard, and they're trying to goad him into going over there and getting it back. Calling them all sorts of names that these days would be completely inappropriate. What's wrong, Tag? That kind of thing that you could say in the 80s. Kid goes to run, and Jared kind of concentrates for a minute, and the kid levitates a bit. You get this kind of weird he goes to run, and suddenly he's a little bit in the air.
Stops short, and she's like, "What the fucking hell?"
Yeah. You're not the only one who thinks that, as people start to kind of notice and kind of scatter.
What did you do with my friend?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. Put me down.
If I could do this, I can squeeze your brain like a pimple.
Probably about the size of one, but
You ever see what happens when somebody's brains and eyeballs shoot out of their head?
I saw that movie Scanners, dude. Yeah.
What's that? What are you I don't. Who are you talking? What?
I could feel it all over you. Admit it.
All right. So while that's going on, Max, from your vantage point, it looks like a couple of this kid's friends have maybe regained their nerve a bit and seem to be moving to come to their friend's rescue.
I probably wouldn't do that if I were you.
So they stopped short and just kind of, this is messed up. What is from some
You
kind of
ever
freak or
wondered
something?
if your friend's head would fit up your ass? Because you're about to find out.
Okay, Red Foreman.
Wow.
Max just shrugs and goes, "See."
They're like, okay, put me down.
No. You're gonna give me the answer I want, and then I will put you down. If you give me the answer I don't want, I will lift you higher.
Look, I
And when
honestly
I'm done
don't
here,
know.
I promise I will let you go.
Look, I honestly don't know anything about your friend or anything like that. I wasn't look, I wasn't here for that, okay?
So why do you stink of it?
Look, he kind of stuff like, right? I don't know. And some friends of mine know this kid, and they said he was cool to hang out with, and so we hung out, and it was just weird, right? And
Did you end up in the forest playing with real weapons?
no, I wouldn't do anything like that. What are you talking about?
All right, fine.
No, he just said that he had this thing that would help me skateboard better, right? It's like all creepy and stuff. And
Do you know where
I
this
don't
kid
know.
lives?
No, I met him at a friend's house.
Which friend?
Oh, my friend, good kid name, good '80s kid name. My friend Adam.
Adam. All right.
Yeah.
Where does he live?
He rattles off an address that isn't very far from here.
Do I get the impression he might be telling the truth?
You've got him in the air and you've threatened to both melt his brain, pop his brain, and shove his head up someone else's ass. Yeah, trust me. Yeah.
I gently send him down. By the way, the three of you aren't going to remember any of this. I don't know why I did the Jedi hand gesture.
Hello.
What are you, some sort of Jedi?
Oh, drop things on the ground. Pick those up later. And so they just kind of look at you weirdly and wander off.
I take the one kid his skateboard back. Hey, bro,
He's
thanks.
He's gone. They broke when you started picking people up.
Oh, well, I put the skateboard down where he was skating.
Oh, come on! The other kid found another skateboard. And said, "No way! I got a Back to the Future reference. I can't think of anything. Sorry. Yeah, I got a bulldog now."
the hoverboard incident there.
All right. So, Max, should we wait for the others before we go check out Adam's house? Or should we go accost Adam right now?
I might as well go now. I think we're pretty much done here.
Oh, wait. So Max is hot. We're gonna let Max talk to the next kid. If he's a red-blooded American kid, he'll be interested.
So you guys leave the park and go to Adam's house. We smash cut to the precinct.
As we're walking the precinct, I got my notebook out. And then you blew up that stop sign. Then you went through that yellow light.
Yellow. What else are you supposed to do?
Okay, and you went through 60 through a school zone.
There were no kids around.
You made an illegal left-hand turn on Main to Wilshire.
I needed to turn left. It's not illegal if you do it smooth.
I would cite you, but I'm 7 days to retirement, and I don't want to fill out the paperwork and show up in court.
Yeah. You know what? You're not riding my car again.
Well, I'm going to have to since we have to go somewhere else.
I'm going to take that damn notebook away.
So I go into my desk and I go, hey, bring me the skateboard file.
So, passing guy's like, yeah, I get that for you, detective. Guy looks at Chase. Did they give you a new partner?
No, he's a civvy.
Oh. All right, well, just watch your back, man.
Yeah, I've heard.
So, they set down the skateboard file. Of course, it's big, lands at the side.
Let's take a look through this and see if you recognize any of those juvenile delinquents.
Oh, yeah, this is the 80s. It's actual manual file with photos.
Oh, yeah.
Microfiche.
And all the pages. Yeah, I'll start thumbing through to see if I notice anyone or recognize anyone.
Well, so you you go flipping through this book, and sure enough, you do recognize a number of the in this book. Looks like you got yeah. That's right. You get the bubble gum too, don't forget about it.
You break the teeth with it.
Yes. So yeah, you recognize about a half dozen of the kids from in here. They're known skateboarders. Got the list of offenses and whatnot. Trespass, damage to property. Skateboard. Skating the rails at City Hall. Disturbing the peace at a couple of the malls. Skateboarding through there.
All right. I point out the ones I recognize.
Huh. That guy.
How many do I find? How many do I identify?
A half dozen.
Half dozen, okay. At least 6 are the ones that I recognize. At least for what you have here.
All right.
point them out so you can write down names or whatever you cops do.
Okay, so is it anyone I recognize?
No one that you recognize. Interestingly enough, there are no kids of former dead partners here.
Mhm.
They all.
I mean, odds are high, so you know.
I know there's a lot of them, but interestingly enough, there's no one in here that you recognize.
Oh.
But you do not see there, Chase, anyone who the ringleader, so to speak. You're not seeing him in this pool of in this file here. You're seeing some of the other people there. Now you don't see the one that actually had the book out. Interestingly enough.
I'm going to get the files on all these miscreants. Look up where they live, who they hang out with. They usually are seen.
Yeah. So as you're kind of pulling those files, one of your fellow detectives kind of sidles up to you, like, Hardpack, what you got there? This is Detective Lopez.
Well, Lopez, we are investigating a disappearance of a child. We believe these skateboarders have something to do with it.
Skateboarders tied to disappearance, huh? You don't say?
What was that?
Skateboarders tied to a disappearance, huh?
Yeah.
Find anything else to see?
Well, the witness here recognized a few of the faces here. He shows them the files and their pictures.
Huh, interesting.
One looks like Kristen Slater.
Of course. It's like I don't mean to horn in on your case there. Very hard check. I know tend to work alone these days.
Good
But,
reason.
well, yeah, absolutely. But well, I want to show you that this kind of something that just kind of crossed my desk. If you don't, if you have it, man, I don't want to take you away from what you do. It was important, something like that.
Okay, let me see.
So takes you takes you over to his desk, and he's got a file. Like, this system pulls out a file. Like, this was faxed down from the Portland, Oregon Police Department. Kind of put out an all points not all points. They kind of casting a wide net for a missing kid of their own up there. It seemed to be tied to tied to a gang of skateboarders. Apparently, they had him. They did some digging and thought he might thought that the people behind it might be heading this way, I guess. So they gave us a heads up to keep an eye out for him. So he kind of lays out the file there. Takes place. The scene of the crime is a not an actual skate park. This one was a place that's popular with skateboarders, though. They go there after hours and skate until they get run off by security. But it's kind of like an open air plaza thing. It's got plenty of rails and staircases they can jump off of and all that stuff.
Other deviant behavior.
Yes, all that stuff. They're constantly running them out of there. You know how it is, but they still go there anyway because kids. But this missing person, a little older kid. He's actually in his 30s. Was last seen in the area here, and they managed to round some of the kids up and question them and whatnot. And they kind of pointed the finger at them at an older kid that they called him Norman. Odd name for a kid, right? But of course, the address they got for him from those kids turned out to be like a vacant lot, so it may have been made up or whatnot there. But so he shows you some pictures, and you see, crime scene pictures of the park, and the kind of center in this plaza is another etching that looks exactly like what's currently in the front seat of Jace's car. And also in evidence, they found a Rubik's Cube. I have no idea what the hell these things mean, but...
I'll go over to Jace and kind of like do the...
What?
Come here.
Okay.
Show him the picture.
Yeah. What is this for? Or where is this?
This is in Portland, Oregon.
When?
When did this happen? Lopez?
Disappearance was a couple of months ago.
Find out who did it?
All we got was Norman, kind of an older skateboarder.
Norman.
Did they ever find this Norman Lopez?
No, as I said, all their leads. They interviewed some of the people that were some of the skateboarders that were there in the area that they felt may have been involved. And they all seem to know this Norman. They got kind of a composite drawing of him. He drags out there, but I said all the contact information and stuff turned out to be bogus.
We got a picture of that drawing?
Yeah, it kind of brings it out there. No, looks kind of familiar to you there, Jace. And the way that composite pictures, a bit twinkly, but.
So one of the kids I saw in the memory.
The one with the book.
Mm-hmm. And point out to kind of nod at it. Yeah, he's one of the ones I saw last night. Kind of keeping my words a little. I don't want to. The one doing the magical ritual.
What? Nothing.
So I just, yeah, he's one of the ones I saw.
I'm gonna bitch so good.
Well,
But wait a minute. When I saw kids, right? Or was it he also older there? It's not like it's a different age difference between.
Well, it's not like you saw teenage skateboarders and whatnot, and he looked like a teenage skateboarder.
Okay. Okay.
he blended in better than
Better than Jared.
yeah.
It's easy to do when you don't wear a Adidas tracksuit. Got it last. No, well, this is in Portland, so we wouldn't have an address. Don't you cops have a way to look up people's addresses?
No, it's the 80s. Everything's in file.
You can't like call up the FBI or something?
Oh, let me pick up my FBI direct line.
I don't know what you do here.
Let's go to
Figured you have to have a way to find the bad guys.
called police work.
Oh, fine.
Well,
Guess I go look at the white pages.
Well,
Yeah, I guess we should catch up with others, right?
yeah, I take the picture of the older skateboarder. Hey, don't tell anyone I took this from the file, Lopez.
Secret safe with me, hardtack.
Let's roll.
Yeah. Put on my shades and start walking out.
Pull out my book.
Start writing things down.
You know you're wasting your time with writing down everything. I don't follow the rules.
I know, but it's just kind of a habit.
All right, whatever makes you feel better.
What's the matter, Danny? Haven't you ever taken a shortcut before?
So we smash cut to Max and Jared. You guys are heading for Adam's house, and you have arrived in a very quaint residential neighborhood.
This is very quaint.
Yeah.
Standard middle class, kind of split level ranch house, well manicured lawn.
It's like every other house in the suburbs. Fucking bastards. So, how are we doing this?
Do we just walk up and knock?
What's his kid's name again?
Adam.
Tell you what, why don't I try first?
Okay.
Saunters on up to the door and knocks.
Takes a moment, but the door opens. There is kind of an early middle-aged guy at the door. Appears to be a bit confused as to what's going on. Kind of looks like
Not wearing one.
Can I help you?
Of course, being 5'4" and kind of young looking, she puts on that stupid blonde voice. Hi, is Adam home?
Hi. Just kind of like, you're a friend of Adam's?
I know him from the skate park. Is he home?
I'm a skate.
You know, like kind of stuff. Hold on a second. Adam, it's for you. Yells into the house, and it's like he'll be right here.
Thanks.
So after I'm kind of hear like some study in the background, and comes a kid looks like he's like 15 and kind of blonde hair is kind of messed up there a bit, and kind of sounds like hi.
Hi. Your friend, I forget the other kid's name, told us we could find you here.
Yeah, absolutely. He kind of waves. He's like, "It's okay, Dad. It's a friend of mine."
Oh, that's right. That's pretty much what they called him in the 80s, too. So.
Did not know that. Like, yeah, come in. Sure.
Well, actually, can we talk out here?
Sure, okay. Kind of steps out confusedly, but at the same time, it's like, wait a minute, there was a woman at my door. Okay, sure. She was not 15.
So I heard you were at the skate park last night.
Kind of sounds like, well, you shouldn't talk about that. Yeah. What about it?
The only reason why I ask is that my friend Malcolm is missing, and I was wondering if you saw him last night.
Adam's eyes get wide. It's just kind of. This doesn't take a mind-reading genius to know that he recognizes the name and is now very considered. But Park? Maybe I was confused.
No, your friend said you were there last night.
Probably lying. I wouldn't. I was home last night. What are you talking about?
I don't think he was lying. He really looked like he was pissing his pants, actually. But the reason why I'm asking is because we're looking for Malcolm. We think he's in some sort of trouble or something.
Excuse me. Let's do a little bit. Let's engage some mechanics here. All right. So this is going to be a mouth roll, but you're going to roll with an advantage. So you're going to roll 3d6 and drop the lower.
9 and 3.
Yep.
12.
So you kind of. It kind of looks back towards the door, makes sure it's like, do you not tell my dad anything, right?
No, I really need to find him.
Look, some buddies of mine, we hang out at the park, right? And we're trying to be cool with skateboards. We're not very good at it. And then this other kid shows up, and is and he's this amazing skateboarder, right? He's just all the tricks, everything you see, it can do. And he said he could help us be better, if we helped him. And we want to be cool, right? And so yeah, he's gonna help us. We were like badass, right? We're catching air, we're doing flips. I mean, Trevor was able to do this spin thing, and Patrick rode the rail for like longer than anyone else had ever seen. It was great, but and he said we needed his help with something, and we had to go to the park last night, and there was this book, and he started mumbling this. I mean, it's like memorize this chant and do it, and I don't. This is going to sound really weird, all right? But I think he knew that your friend Malcolm was going to be there, and he said he had something prepared for him, and then and it's like magic in like TV shows and stuff, right? And it's like all like supposed to be illusion and special effects, and I swear to God, this was real. There was lightning, and there was light, and there was this guy in the car, and then it was done. And he just said he was taken care of, and then he left.
He did all this weird shit with a book, you said?
Yeah, I had this really old book. And talking about it's like this big, and and the pages look like they were like really old. Like you see like old stuff on it, like you watch like a history movie in class, something like that. They like have like a really old paper. It's like that.
You didn't happen to catch what the title was.
I call it the Necronomicon. He called it, and I'm just going to say what he called it. He called it the Necronomicon?
Oh, Necronomicon, yeah. Like Evil Dead. The dead, found in human skin. Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't think that's 86.
No, even.
It was weird. And I just came home and
1981. 1983.
I thought that stuff was just like in movies and like TV shows and stuff. And I thought it was like maybe like a magic trick or something. But now you're here.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
And but you need Norman, and I can you don't tell me that from me, because I don't want to end up in a box or something.
Wait, he put Malcolm in a box?
I think so. He said he was gonna put him away, and I said then he had this little box of like silver or something. But I said I went over to Malcolm's house, or not Malcolm, Norman's house a couple of times, and let me tell you, he lives, and gives you an address.
So Norman's the guy, this off character. Norman's the guy that did this?
Yes.
Well, I really appreciate all your help.
I said, you didn't hear it from me or anything, right?
No, not a word. I don't know where I got that information from.
Cool. Okay. Good. So, do you really skate?
No, I don't. I just like to watch.
Well, you should come down to the park. We're really good.
I'll think about it. I've been kind of busy with stuff, but I'll think about it.
Okay, well, so this is any time. You know, we were down there most of the time after school and whatnot.
Well, thanks a lot.
Okay.
Walks back to Creston. Sorry.
You mean Run DMC?
So she relays everything that he just told her.
All right.
So I don't know if you want to go see Norman or you want to go back and meet up with the cop and the whatever he is. Driver, chauffeur, what?
The Cop and the Driver, Thursday nights on ABC.
Sure.
All right.
Probably should get them. That way it's legal and all.
Yeah, true. You know, you probably could have just slipped the other kid at 50 and have done with it. But
Well, I'd be out $50. I could have slipped him a 50 and then had him give it back to me.
true.
Do you know how many albums I could buy with $50?
5 or 6.
I could get like 13 for $1 if I join the Columbia House Record Club.
All right, well, they're what, at the police station?
Well, we're leaving now, but
But they're in Jace's car, and Jace does have a car phone.
I don't.
Yeah, but it's the 80s. There's payphones all over the place.
True. I keep forgetting about those. So I guess we should give, what's his name, a call?
So, you guys are driving away from the police station. The phone rings in Chase's car.
Jace,
Y'all can't hear me when I'm muted. This is Jace.
Hey, it's Max. We found out some more information about what happened. You need to meet us at this address.
Yeah, we did too.
Don't tell me. Norman?
Norman, it's not the first time he's done it.
All right.
But yeah, give me about 20 minutes, I should be there. Everything's 20 minutes.
Of course.
I hang up and start speeding up.
Hey.
We only got 20 minutes to get there.
Oh, why didn't you say so?
Don't you have one of those little siren things?
I do.
In his car.
Right.
Just carry an extra one around and they put it in top.
Yeah, you know what? I like that. You just like produce one and put it on top of his car.
I'll even spend that point, whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm not even making spending for that, but it just amuses me that you have one.
Pulls it out of his jacket. My backup.
Puts it in the dashboard or something like that. So we smash cut to the address of Norman's house.
Next to a hotel. That's weird.
And in the way that things happen in movies, the Corvette appears and the Trans Am appears, like on opposite ends of the street. come together in front of the address.
I get out of the car and I just slide across the hood for no reason.
Hey, paint job, man.
Sorry, it's in the manual.
Not in this car, it isn't.
You got to use the siren. That makes it an official LAPD car.
It does. It does. It does.
Pull out like a towel and start scuffing down, rubbing down what he scuffed up.
And interestingly enough, you're staring at a vacant lot.
House must be invisible, damn.
Now we've got invisible houses.
That's right.
I looked at Jared.
We all look at Jared. That's one time.
Yeah. All right. I see if I can see that there's a trick going on here. Or if
Give me
the
a
house
witch
is
roll.
genuinely not there. Witch
Give
roll?
me a witch. Give me a witch roll.
Nope. I rolled
Luck.
2 1s.
Rolled too many of those
Well-
13s earlier.
You can spend a point of grit to re-roll.
I will spend a point of grit to reroll then.
Can't get any worse.
And that time I got an 11.
So everyone else, so you're all staring at a vacant lot, and you use your abilities and see through. There's clearly magic afoot here. You see through it, and you pierce through it, and there is a spell that is hiding. It is a house, rather modest house. Does look like looks like it has been well kept, anything like that, but. It's rather, as a modest single family home. Looks like it needs a paint job. Does not have a well manicured lawn.
Was it working?
Oh, yeah, they're there. Or there's a house there.
Can you make it so we can see?
Or show us the door at least? Something?
Can I make them see? Can I break the illusion in general, or?
You know, with an 11, yes, you kind of whisk it away there when they ask, and yeah. There's a house.
Or you could go first and we'll follow.
Suddenly you guys are all looking at a house where there was one.
Huh.
Older house, most of it. Definitely needs some work. So fixer upper.
All right.
You know, might not need Malcolm so much.
No, we need Malcolm.
Fine.
I would remind you, Jace, that you did make
Yeah.
a deal with a rather powerful entity in order to keep Malcolm alive.
That's true. True. Okay.
Klaatu Barada necktie.
I didn't get all of the syllables, but
Yeah, scratch that. Jace probably wouldn't have mentioned that. Yeah. Okay. I guess once we see it, start walking towards it.
all right. So you approach the house. In the front door, in the back door, through a window. What's our plan here?
Front door. I know.
Front door. I was, okay. Just gonna open it, but okay.
You knock. Probably unsurprisingly, there is no answer.
LAPD, open up.
That does not get a response.
I will take a step.
Because I'm LAPD.
You must think you're warrant.
It's an invisible house. I don't need a warrant.
Good point.
Valid point. Yeah.
You open the door. There is a living room. It has a few pieces of furniture in it. They are covered with sheets. This house looks like it hasn't been inhabited for a bit by anyone who actually lives here. There is a light coming from underneath the door at the end of the hall, though.
Going to my silent mode.
Telling us to steal first.
I smiled at Max. Good one. Three words.
Word starts with an H.
There's a light down there. Let's go check it out.
Say,
Guys would never graduate cop school.
I think I don't want to be a cop. I'd end up like being an asshole like you.
Listen, when you had over 100 partners die on you, then you come talk to me.
Tells me that you're not a very good cop.
Are you really that old? Because you look pretty young.
7 days in retirement.
Mustache.
You got a good retirement program in the city workers.
The best in the whole damn land.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I just figured out your problem, dude. They let you guys retire at like 32, so I think they just kill you off before you get to retirement. There's probably somebody in the bureaucracy just assassinating your partners.
Oh, Bryce is like, hey.
Jot that down.
Really?
You've been watching TV too much.
Maybe.
You're the one with the gun. Why don't you go first?
Yeah, smart ass.
I go down.
I say as I shake a knife loose from my sleeve.
You got permits for that?
No. Not any of them.
Can we just do this?
All right.
I
So
have 40 individual.
Giving
I have
myself
40 individual permits, one for each of my knives.
So I go down and open the door with the light.
You can check that.
So
the doorbell apparently for it.
the doorbell goes on.
Ding dong.
Hey,
Our friend Ding Dong is here. Who knew?
Oh my gosh.
As
He was
you
summoned from the
open the
dead by the
door,
Necronomicon.
you hear the sound of breaking glass. And when the door swings open, it reveals that the window in this room that had been previously looks like it's been kind of blacked out, which then hit the light that was down here, is broken. And you look up to see the back of someone carrying a backpack running, making a beeline for Max's Corvette.
Asshole.
Stop! LAPD.
Screw that. Somebody go out the front.
Shot at him.
Can I try to hoist this idiot off the ground too?
Can I throw a knife at his legs?
Well, he's
Better
good.
yet, he throw the knife and I just speed the knife up so it hits the guy right in the back of the skull.
Do that, he'll die.
I'm trying to kill him. We need to get Malcolm back. I mean,
Maybe killing him will break this curse, or not.
It'd be the one way.
Hopelessly imprison Balcom inside of the tube.
Oh, so, Mike, you got to come up with a new character.
So they seem to have imprisoned you here. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. Hope you like living in the upside down.
You know, it doesn't work out so well. Okay, so we're gonna. Okay, so what are we doing? There's a lot of plans that all happen at once there.
I'm running out the front door.
I'm shooting.
You're running at the front
I'm
door.
throwing a knife at, like, it's trying to hit, like, the back of the calf or something.
All right, so Hardpack is in front. He can shoot. Unfortunately, Jace, you're behind him, which makes it hard to throw a knife because you don't necessarily have a good line of sight from where you're currently standing.
Yes. 11.
Ironically.
Of course he shoots well. He's LAPD.
Oh yeah.
You should
Usually
see
when
me-
they're down.
You should see me with a billy club.
I'm making LAPD proud there.
Yeah, one of their many fine, outstanding moments in relationships.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I like it. Okay, so now then, did you roll when you rolled? Did you get any sixes in your roll?
No.
All right. You want to forget about the bonus damage there.
Oh, right.
All right. So, yeah, you get him in the aiming for the leg there.
Yeah.
You definitely hit him. Like it's one of those things. Like you hit him, and he like kind of bounces against the back end of Max's Corvette there.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Son of a bitch.
All right, so Dirk Hardpack has acted. Max, you are sprinting out the front door and will be there shortly. Jace, you can move to the window and throw a knife at him if you want.
I probably move to see if I can get a shot, but then noticing he's gone. Has he gone down?
No, it's one of those things like he was heading for the car and gets shot, like the momentum of running and then losing control and stuff kind of causes him to kind of hit like the back quarter panel of the Corvette, kind of like around the trunk area there.
So he's on the ground, or he's just kind of.
It's kind of draped on the back of Max's Corvette right now.
I'm gonna pose. I'm poise myself.
Jason pose.
I'm gonna prepare myself, basically watching him. So if he like grabs for the door to get in the car, I'm gonna like throw the knife like I just hang on her arm or something.
All right.
I'm just watching for that.
Holding your action.
Yeah.
Jared.
I pop his head like a zit. No. Back to that again. Does he look like he's gonna make it to the car regardless?
Well, he's draped on the back like the back trunk of the car at this point.
Does the backpack look like it might contain a book?
It's a big backpack. It's not unlike the backpack that that Malcolm carries. Not the exact same backpack, but it's very similar to the backpack where Malcolm keeps all of his gear.
Can I try to yank the backpack off his back?
Give me a wits roll.
Ooh, crap. 11, 15.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, he tries to fight against it, but you're able to just kind of, yoink the backpack off of him there.
And there go his arms.
Snap!
Well,
Broke both of his shoulder blades to get that
You're
backpack off of him.
welcome.
You didn't need those collarbones and shoulder blades. Come on.
You didn't need those arms, did you?
Thanks. That uniform would fit me perfectly. Thanks.
It's good like this. All right, so he kind of makes one of those kind of tries to grab it as it flies away kind of a thing, but your 15 gets it gets it. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, it's tortured my core there.
That's why we can't have nice things.
I love that it looks like I'm causing John pain.
Yeah, and rightfully so. That was terrible. So he tries to kind of grab for it. Max, you are there. As this backpack suddenly levitates off him and goes, like, are you bringing the backpack towards you, Jerry, or just throwing it in the air?
I'm pulling it back towards us.
As the backpack goes flying back towards the house, all of its own accord, apparently.
I'm just going to tackle him to the ground.
All right.
The car.
Don't touch car.
All right, give me a muscle roll there.
Take that out.
Yeah.
8 and 5, 13.
All right, so yeah, you are more than capable of tackling him with that.
Chicken. Don't touch car.
Just like nod. Respect.
Chase has a friend. So yeah, he is with that 13. He is definitely. I know there's been like one fail and like one kind of costly success.
I know.
Other than that, everything else has been gangbusters. I mean, I'm fine with it, but where are these rolls in other games? I'm just saying.
Right?
It seems like it's easier to roll decent in this game than normal.
Yeah.
To me.
And I think that's by design, because it's kind of designed for big epic action, right?
Yeah.
That's what it wants. It wants the heroes to be heroic.
We're action movies.
Exactly, and
These tend to be over the top a little.
oh yeah. So yes, Norman, if that is his real name, has now been subdued in the roadway next to Max's car by Max after executing a rather perfect flying tackle. Jared, the backpack lands safely in your loving arms.
I'll start strolling around to head out there too.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. Norman kind of thrashes a bit under Max, but with a gunshot wound to the leg, he's not in any real condition to get leverage on him, on Max and her 5 muscle.
Go ahead. Give me the opportunity to punch you in the face.
Or
Just kind of get in these snarling. So, hey, I'll make you all pay for this.
really?
Just like everyone else.
Yeah, whatever.
I walk up to him after Max tackles him and stuff. I grab him. Where is he?
Oh, subtlety's not your strong point, is it?
I'm going to kneel down, put a knife like at his throat.
All right, so knife on throat,
I think they
gunshot
mean it.
wound. Yeah, it kind of seems like they mean business. It's like,
Have you considered giving him the information they want?
so, not going to change the hatred in his eyes. Like, I put him somewhere where he can't hurt anyone else.
Hurt anyone else? He hasn't hurt anybody.
He's a monster hunter. Of course he's hurt people.
Are you a monster?
Yes, people say that I am.
You're locking away people in magical cubes or whatever. Probably not too far off. Honestly, I don't care what you are. You're going to return them. This is not a negotiation.
Fine.
But I'm not going to like it.
And you're going to pay for my car.
You got it this week.
Looks at you like.
At least I mentioned Malcolm first versus the repair for the cars.
You almost got your priorities straight.
Yeah.
Where's the bullet wound?
Were you aiming for the leg or the knee there, Dark?
Leg.
It's like on the up, like on the like the back of the upper leg there.
X reaches around and starts pushing on the bullet.
Oh yes.
So he squeezes and howls like, "Fine, give me. I'm gonna need the book to to reverse the imprisonment."
That seems like a bad idea.
All right, but only if
It's where the spells are. What do you want me to do?
Somebody has to hold the book. Don't let him touch it.
And I'll stand behind him with a knife ready, basically, to cut his throat if he starts trying to attack us.
All right, so someone
mean, bloodthirsty lot, aren't we?
I've sold my soul to the devil to keep the demon to keep Malcolm alive. I've got a lot riding on this.
That was your first mistake.
Yeah.
If we could space them, we would.
Yeah.
I'm going to space. I'll throw my there along. So you guys get him up and have him restrained. And he tells you what page to flip to, and to you, Jared, it looks like the right page. And tells you to, he assumes you brought the cube with you.
Cube? What cube? Yes, we brought the cube with us.
It's like sitting on your counter, like your breakfast bar back at the house.
Oh, we're supposed to bring that with us?
Oh, damn, I knew I forgot something, There were no pockets in this. So, yeah, he tells you to set the cube down, and
All right. Impress us.
He starts casting, and of course, some clouds gather, even though it was a sunny day at one point. And there is another lightning bolt seemingly out of nowhere. Then he points at the cube, and it starts to kind of radiate and glow with an energy. The runes light up. It starts to it hovers and kind of manipulates. There is a brilliant flash, and when the flash clears, there is Malcolm.
Malcolm!
Kind of on his knees, kind of one of those things, he's kind of on his hands and knees, kind of gasping and panting and whatnot there. And
Now let this be a lesson to you, young Malcolm.
Yes. What should we do with Norman here?
Punch him in the face and just let's just slit his throat anyway.
Wow. It just got dark in here.
Well, definitely keep this book.
Wait. Can Malcolm imprison him?
I was like, "Yeah, I can do that.
Let's see.
We need to. He needs to. Yeah, he needs to be. Yeah, he needs to be put away like
It's
immediately.
not the
He
first
can't
one
be
he's
out here.
done, yeah.
Are you sure this is the right thing to do?
Yes.
Yes. Either that or slit his throat.
Yeah, we got to do something with him.
Yeah, we let him go. He'll do this to other people.
Would you do that, son?
Looks defiantly. Yes,
Oh.
I won't stop.
See?
It's either the cube or death, so cube's more humane.
Unfortunately.
They don't cost the taxpayers of this great city nothing.
Oh, for the love of God.
Not like your retirement program.
That won't be a budget problem for another 15 years or so. Don't worry about it.
It worked in Illinois.
Really well.
In Detroit.
Oh yeah, went really well up there. So you flip through the book and find the incantation. Norman continues to look at him all defiantly to the bitter end.
Flip him
The ritual happens once again, and when the light fades, Norman is gone.
Poor Norman. I feel like I barely knew him.
Could I spend a grip point or two before he disappears, basically grab his wallet?
Oh, really?
You won't be back where you're going.
Yeah, sure.
Sticky gimmick.
You know what?
I gotta have someone pay for my repairs.
Someone's got to pay for my missing crap.
Yeah, like spend a grip point, and you can totally pickpocket him as he's being teleported to an unknown phantom zone.
He's not gonna need American cash.
Phantom Zone.
I doubt there's a currency exchange there.
We're at time. I got stuck in the Phantom Zone.
Without my wallet.
Didn't have any freaking ID.
Glad I had traveler's
checks.
Yeah,
Oh God.
American Express traveler checks.
the 80s, it's American Express Travelers checks.
There you
Don't
go. You gotta have
leave
him.
your realm without them.
So now he's there with, let's see,
General Zod.
the Zod, the Alex, Voldemort. We can do
To the west. Flying
It's crowded there. I'm just saying.
Right.
Godzilla.
Godzilla, the big,
Eye of Sauron.
the Eye of Sauron, and then the monster that killed the Eye of Sauron by mistake.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Then obviously he's among peers. Well. among some of his kind, at least.
My favorite part of the Lego movie is when they're in Arkham Asylum. They go, Batman, we want to help you too. What? Super criminals helping? That's stupid.
All right. So
Pull out the cash, toss the wallet aside.
interesting thing as you look in the wallet.
Mm-hmm.
There's some cash in there, not enough to cover your seat at all. Of course, he has no no credit cards or anything like that, because we are well before
Easy
kids start
access.
running around with credit cards or anything like that.
That's right. They were just the big old Visa cards. I actually said Visa.
Indeed.
And if you had,
What?
and you had to look them up in these big books if you worked at a store to make sure they were valid.
Oh, right.
They're totally valid. What are you talking about? It's all good. Nothing bad will happen. But so you're looking through it. There's no credit cards. There's a little bit of cash. He does have a driver's license. However, it lists his name. His name is Norman Clarkson, and it lists his date of birth as February 12th, 1945.
Huh.
So what year is it? 85?
I will relay that to the group.
And you find an old kind of beat up picture in there. Looks like a young couple. It's not Norman or anything like that. But...
Parents?
Possibly. Seems to be the type of guy with a grudge.
Do I recognize?
It's your partner.
Yeah.
Your first partner.
Yeah, no partners here this time around.
It's your old captain from the academy.
And as Malcolm kind of collects himself and catches his breath, he kind of looks at you guys, and kind of picture of relief and a bit worried, kind of a thing. There's like, that guy, he killed them.
Killed who?
The other hunters. I think I'm the last one.
What?
And on that note, we will end our session.
How come the last monster?
Dun dun dun.
The last of the hunters.
He's gonna have his own spin-off.
Yep.